Hey guys, it's Jessica, and today I'm bringing you a very exciting video. As you can tell, I'm in the Christmas spirit. I have my Santa hat on, I have my decorations on in the background that you'll be learning on how to make in this video. And also I made these DIYs. They're very customizable, so if you want to change anything or add anything, you can totally do that. So it fits your holiday, so it fits your room decor. I went with a frosty theme again last year. I made a DIY decoration video for Christmas, and you guys really liked it, and I had a frosty theme, so it was very like mint and blue and white and all that sort of thing. And so I went with that again. You guys can totally change the colors. You can make it red, green, yellow. Doesn't really matter, but yeah, it's totally up to you. And I really hope you guys like my first Christmas video of the season, and let's go ahead and get on into it. So as for the first DIY, it is this Christmas wreath, and it is super cute, and all you will need is a wreath. And I got this from Walmart, but I know you can also get it from Michael's and any other craft store. And I started out by taking this soft material and wrapping it around my entire wreath, and I decided that I did not like it, so you're going to be using the same technique but with actual fluff, and this fluff just comes in like a roll, and so I just unrolled it and wrapped it around my wreath, and that is for the wreath part, and it's very cute and fluffy. You can leave your wreath like this, but to add to it, I had this fabric from a backdrop that I used in my video a couple years ago, and I got the Santa hat from the dollar store, and I just folded down the edge of the fabric so it'd be a nice clean line, and I hot glued it to my Santa hat onto the red part, so it'd be a blue Santa hat instead of a red. Since my theme is blue and frosty, I wanted a blue Santa hat. So I went ahead and wrapped the entire piece of fabric around my Santa hat, and I just hot glued all the edges together. So this is what it looks like after I had finished putting the fabric onto the Santa hat, and I'm just taking the bottom of the Santa hat and hot gluing it onto the side of the wreath, and I chose the side of the wreath instead of the very top. I just thought that it looked cuter on the side, and I'm taking the top floppy part and hot gluing that off to the side onto the bottom of the Santa hat, just so it gives it more character. And yeah, so this is the finished product, and I think it turned out super cute, and I got this idea from Pinterest and turned out adorable. So the next DIY is this fluffy stocking, and I saw something very similar like it at Joann's, and it was $15, and I just thought that was so overpriced because I could make that by myself. And so all you'll need is a hot glue gun and some fabric of your choice, and I'm taking a stocking that I already have for reference, and I'm cutting an inch bigger than it already is just so I have some room for a seam allowance, and I'm sewing the stocking together, and if you can't do that, hot glue will work just as well. I just thought sewing would be a lot more sturdy. So once I had that done, I'm just putting it onto another sheet of fabric just so I can have the back to the stocking. So I'm just going to be cutting out a second copy. So once I had my two pieces, I'm taking them right sides together, and I'm just sewing it at a seam allowance of 5/8, and I'm turning it inside out, and I actually flat ironed the edges just so it'd be more crisp. And I'm just taking more of that white fluff, and I'm using this for every single DIY, so it's like kind of important. But I just hot glued it onto the very top of the stocking, and I cut out a very skinny piece of the gray fabric, and I hot glued a ball of the white fluff together and hot glued it onto the little string just so it'd be like a hanging pom-pom. And then I also cut out a little piece of the gray fabric just so it'd have a hook to hook on to something. And so that's it for the stocking, and now moving on to the last DIY, which is a little hanging banner on some Christmas lights. And I'm just cutting two symmetrical little rectangle pieces of the white fluffy fabric, and I'm cutting out a triangle from the bottom so it looks more like a banner. Then I'm taking this really pretty blue ribbon that I already have, and I'm folding it into a little section and cutting out a heart, and I did this twice for my two banners. You could make a bunch of these banners, but I only wanted to make two, and since I didn't have that much more white fluff left, And so yes, I'm just hot gluing on my little heart into the center of the banner, and I taped it up to my Christmas lights, and that's all it is. It's very simple. And for some more room decor, I bought this little Christmas tree at a grocery store, and I made some snowflakes, and I lighted a candle. So I hope you guys enjoyed that video. Again, I love how everything turned out. I think it just looks so cute. Anyway, if you do recreate these or make something like it, then you should totally tweet me a picture. I have all my social media linked in the description box below. And also, while you're down in that area, you should totally hit that subscribe button, because that'd be pretty cool. I mean, like, why wouldn't you want to hit a button? But yeah, if you liked it, then give this video a thumbs up and have a wonderful day. Bye guys, love you, and Merry Christmas. Whoa!